One.
Whoa, man.
Well, I guess we yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those games, man. Let me just say this. Let me say this because I know a lot of people are just ready to go crazy right now. It's just one of those games, man, where it's just nothing went right for anybody. You can't place the blame on just one particular person. This game was just Matt Ryan had one of those games where you just had one of those games. Dirk could have called an awful game. I don't know what the defense was doing the entire game. You know what I'm saying? They played well for at least a half, and then we go in the second half, we can't stop anybody. So it's like one of those games where nothing went well. I mean, let me take that back. Your boy Kool-Aid did it. Kool-Aid did it. Cool did his thing. Cool did his thing. All right, Cool did his thing. Cool did his thing. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, I'm probably one of the select few of people just like, this happens. You have games. This game, like, they didn't play well. They played awful. They didn't win the game. We gave it away. And, I mean, they didn't win the game. We gave it away. I mean, it was just one of those games where their team, they're lucky that they got a win because they did not deserve to win that game because they were trying to get a game away. You know what I'm saying? The Falcons were trying to get the game away. So it's, congratulations to the Chargers for getting, a win, but like they were literally trying to give the game away. Like seriously, they did not deserve to win that game. We did not deserve to win it ourselves. That was an awful, awful game all the way around. I don't know anybody who was a Chargers fan who was happy after that game. You know what I'm saying? This was an awful, awful game all the way around. And I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. And I'm gonna let everybody go after this. Just bear with me for a second. This game was everything bottled up into one. The coaching was awful. Matt Ryan was awful. No Julio Jones. Calvin Ridley played okay. He even dropped the ball. You guys would say he had a good game, but I thought he dropped the ball this was his game to become the great.
Mm-hmm.
This was his game to become the mega star for the Atlanta Falcons. Are you going to take that ball and run with it? And he dropped it. Matt Ryan played like trash today.
Yeah.
Dirk Cutter is always trash, so we're just gonna throw him out. He don't deserve to even be. Don't even. We just go. Just go, Dirk. We ain't even gonna. Not my bad. Former friend, we not even gonna bring former friend in, right? Former friend don't even deserve to be in it, okay? But I'm not surprised by this. This is ultimately what I expect. Outside of Matt Ryan, this is ultimately what I expect. I truly expected this type of effort, and this.
Yeah, I kind of did a video on it, and I just basically was like, we'll see what game we got, what team we're going to have on the field today. It's like, I don't even get optimistic about,
right.
So it's like, I expected it. I honestly expected it. But shout out to Matt Gono, though. Like Russell Gage, there's a couple of key players on there. And we had let me go back to my little notes here. Wait a minute.
I don't.
All right. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Look. Fact of the matter is, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. All right,
I just put on my coach's hat.
All right, coach. I'll get to him.
All right, so look, all this talking about Dirk Cutter doing a terrible job. Dirk Cutter probably called the best game that he's called this season.
Hell no, you're not. Oh,
Yes.
no. Hell no, you're not doing that.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely best game that he's called this
season. No. That was a bull crap.
The best game that he called this season. The reason I say that was the case is because Dirk Cutter
we're not doing that. We're not playing that old Dirk Cutter. That was an awful game, and you know it.
And the fact of the matter is that Matt Ryan just calls on
the coaching plan. Did you not see what this guy got game plan on?
We need to address the elephant in the room. We need to address the elephant in the room. Matt Ryan made
no. The elephant in the room was you. You came out protecting Dirk Cutter.
So 14
you
points off the board.
Protecting Dirk Cutter. I'm a friend.
Dirk Cutter. I'm not protecting Dirk Cutter. Dirk Cutter.
Of course you are.
Dirk Cutter not that game. Y'all cannot put this on Dirk Cutter. Y'all cannot put this on Dirk Cutter. There were too many wide receivers to put this on Dirk Cutter.
No. You came out protecting him. This is exactly what coaches do. They do not like to take the blame. They don't like to take the blame. That guy was
Matt Ryan throwing in double coverage. That's Dirk Cutter's fault.
Bro,
that's what you're saying.
Don't even go there.
Matt Ryan having that out route to really underthrowing him and not throwing it to the sideline. You're saying you're telling me that was Dirk Cutter's fault. That's what you're telling me. So those 10 or 14 points that were left out on the field, those were Dirk Cutter's fault. Because the play that I see Dirk Cutter call, the game that I seen Dirk Cutter call, Falcons should have scored.
No. Look, the first thing that you said that came out of your mouth that this wasn't Dirk Cutter's fault. This was Dirk Cutter's fault.
It wasn't. Dirk Cutter called
the offense was not in a rhythm. When the running game was going well, he went away from the running game. Okay, that's Dirk Cutter. So don't tell me that Dirk Cutter had nothing to do with it. We're not doing that.
Yes, this was not Dirk Cutter's fault, y'all. Matt Ryan had a bad game, and we need to adjust the elephant in the room. Throwing in the double coverage when on a 1st and 10, when you
are of course, but you're not going to sit up here and tell me that wasn't Dirk Cutter's fault. You're not going to say that.
At the end of the game, and Matt Ryan threw that out route, that was not Dirk Cutter's fault.
That's his fault, just like it was his. It was just like Matt Ryan's fault too.
Because Matt Ryan threw a ball to the wrong Dirk Cutter's fault. That's not Dirk Cutter's fault. That's Matt Ryan's fault. Matt Ryan Dirk Cutter don't got nothing.
You just said that this wasn't Dirk Cutter's fault. Explain to me how this isn't Dirk Cutter's fault.
This is not Dirk Cutter's fault. This is not Dirk Cutter's fault, bro.
Come on,
see what y'all are doing. What y'all are doing right now. Y'all are in grouping. Y'all are in grouping right now, and everybody's trying to.
No, you're protecting the coach. That's exactly what I expect coaches to do. I expect coaches to do exactly that, and that's exactly what you're doing.
So you're saying that those bad throws Matt Ryan made, Dirk Cutter said, "Hey man,
you're trying to group him into one bad throw, two bad throws.
You throw it in double coverage."
The whole game plan was garbage. Of course.
All I'm saying is, so Matt Ryan threw the double coverage. Because last time I checked, a coach can't bring a gun in the stadium. So I know Dirk Cutter.
Yes, he could.
So Matt Ryan
calling and shit to begin with.
The double coverage. That's all I'm saying. This ain't Dirk Cutter's fault, man.
Come on, stop, bro. Stop it.
This is not Dirk Cutter's fault.
So you're gonna put this game on you trying to put this game on Matt Ryan. That's what you're trying to do?
Yes, this is Matt Ryan's fault.
Anybody else got anything to say?
Well,
anybody else got anything to say?
I'm gonna say this: Matt Ryan did have a bad game.
Yes, he did. And people can have bad games. People can have bad games. It wasn't
Matt Ryan's best game at all. So Matt Ryan got to get some blame for that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Of course. Without question.
But the fact that Dirk Cutter being Dirk Cutter's fault when he had the team in position to score 27 to 30 points, no, you can't. I mean, you can't say that was his fault.
He had position. He had.
Yes, they were in position to score at least 27 points. At least. Matt Ryan threw 3 interceptions And the fact of the matter is that those interceptions that he threw, they weren't off of tip passes. They weren't off of box coverage or a
We're gonna talk about the first. Are we gonna talk about the first? Are we gonna talk about the first interception? Are we gonna talk about the first interception?
When he threw a double coverage, when there was a man in front and behind Calvin Ridley.
Well, you're not going to explain that. You're not going to explain it. You're not going to explain what happened on that play. You're not going to explain it.
I'll explain it. Matt Ryan dropped back. He took 5 steps. Didn't look at nobody else. Didn't look at nobody else.
Exactly. Exactly. What was he doing on that play?
So you're saying
he was giving Calvin Ridley a chance to make a play. Calvin Ridley did not make the play.
Calvin Ridley, who can't make that play? The only person that made that play is Julio Jones. And we need to stop sitting here saying,
now the only person that can make that is Julio Jones. Now it's the only play who can
on that play for the Atlanta Falcons. Who else is gonna make it?
He's been making it all year.
All this talking about, Calvin Ridley, he's not doing it. He's not playing up. This man just put up 1,000 yards. Now look. Y'all, the fact of the matter is that we drafted Julio Jones in 2011, and we've been spoiled. We've seen Julio Jones do things that we haven't seen any other Atlanta Falcons wide receiver do. So whenever we compare Julio Jones to Calvin Ridley, we say, man, Calvin Ridley, he ain't gonna be no superstar. Look, if my brother goes out and buys a Rolls Royce, and I go out and get a Mercedes, everybody gonna be like, oh, he just got a Mercedes. But look at that Rolls Royce over there. That's the same thing that we're doing in this situation. Calvin Ridley is a baller, and he's definitely going to be a superstar in Atlanta for years to come. But he's no Julio Jones, and I respect that.
Oh, that's the end. I was about to say. I was
just gonna let them go. I'm just gonna let them go. But hey, I'm gonna stay out the crosshairs right now.
No crosshairs. It's just the truth. Like, we're just trying to look for somebody to blame. Like, Dirk Cutter's not to blame. He put the team in position.
But Matt Ryan is to blame. Matt Ryan's to blame. That's the play.
He should have thrown.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Okay.
Matt Ryan should not throw those interceptions. Let's just be honest.
Let's be honest on this play. What Calvin Ridley did not do, clearly everybody heard during the play. Everybody heard the announcer say Calvin Ridley on that play was supposed to make a play on the ball, and he failed to do so. He did not. Yeah. Matt Ryan was clearly throwing the ball up so he can make the play on the ball, and he did not do it.
Yes, and he was double teamed. And we all watched Friday. It was first.
That's the whole point.
We were in a position to score. We were in a position to score. It was 1st and 10, and we all watched Friday. What did Pops tell them? Sometimes you got to live to fight another day. And Matt Ryan didn't live to fight another day in that situation. He took the shot in double coverage because he was just feeling froggy. He jumped and threw the pick. There were 2 other people, one person to his left, one person to his right. He could have checked down, and we would have had a chance to score a field goal or a touchdown in that situation. Calvin Ridley had a chance to make the play. He didn't make the play. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure you protect the ball.
Sound like a coach to me, making excuses for players that not making plays. This is
so you're saying Matt Ryan throwing that ball? Exactly. You're saying Matt Ryan throwing that ball to the sideline and not throwing it out to the sideline and throwing it basically to the defender. That's me making an excuse for the coach, or did Matt Ryan just make a bad throw?
Explain what the player said. Explain what the announcer said. Who actually is a player? Who's actually a player? What did he say on that play? Calvin Ridley supposed to make a play on the ball? He didn't make a play on the ball, did he?
Yeah,
did he make a play on the ball?
No, he didn't. So we're going to blame Dirk Cutter for that and Calvin Ridley. It was double team.
Yeah.
Man, it was double team. Yeah. Ain't no need, like, who's going to make that play in that situation? Only a select few. That's all I'm saying.
We good. Everybody got the Jerry Springer moment out the way right quick.
Hey, I'm great, man. It's like I'm just telling you what I see in this particular situation. Because at the end of the day, Atlanta Falcons Nation, we bring unbiased opinions.
I about to say, goddamn, I ain't even get to put my opinion out in this motherfucker.
Tell us what you feel, the K-Styles.
Like I said, that was a bad game by Matt Ryan. I ain't even gonna, but I can see what he talking about with Dirk Cutter as far as calling plays in 3rd and 1 situations where you should have ran the ball. But those interceptions that Matt Ryan threw, like I said, those were kind of, like I said, every quarterback is going to have this kind of game.
Exactly.
It comes down to it. Like I said, if every quarterback didn't have a game like this, you'd be lying like hell to see that.
Exactly.
Like I said, this is just one of those games where offensively you got away from what worked in the first half, and then you tried to do something different. Like I said, instead of using those check downs with the running backs you had at the beginning of the game, where Todd Gurley was catching balls and Ito was catching balls and Brian Hill was catching balls. Like I said, we didn't even see Hayden Hurst today.
No.
It was like,
I wonder why that didn't happen. I wonder why that didn't happen. I guess we're going to sip the drink on that one too.
Yeah, whenever he did try to throw it, Hayden Hurst, Matt threw the pick. That was one of the picks that Matt threw.
Yeah. Like I said, that one in double coverage. Like I said, you should have took that shot. Not on the first. Like I said, I can understand if the route combination, but like I said, it was a 2-man street route going down the middle seams. So he only had 1 or 2 routes to go. But they were so close together that the safety, either way, if he would have threw it to the other side, the safety would have bit on that too. But like I said, personally, I would have just checked out of that play because that's just something we can't afford to see.
But yeah, because if you look, he had somebody in the track.
Yeah, see, we gotta stop avoiding what is. You can't say you're gonna check out of the play. The play should have never been called to begin with.
Yeah, the play. I mean, look, I understand that, but
especially when you're running the ball well, first down.
Hey, I understand that.
I'm just saying, especially when you're running the ball well. You should have called that play to begin with.
That why I say you should have been dinking. Like I said, you should have been dinking and dunking your way down there. Like I understand the taking the shot part, and that's how you wanted to do it in that situation. But I would have called a better play than that. But like I said, Matt shouldn't have threw that. Like I said, Matt shouldn't have threw that ball. Like I said, I know I ain't want him to eat the sack on that, but like you said, you 5-step dropper and you got enough protection back there. And like I said, it's just gonna make Matt look bad because, like I said, he took that throw, and it just the end result of it was, like you said,
you put him in a position to look bad. Whether it's and that's just Matt Ryan. That he's a vet. He's supposed to not throw interceptions. That's what every quarterback is supposed to. But the offensive coordinators are not supposed to put his players in position to look bad.
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. But see, that's why. But see, at the end of the day, that's why we have check down. We all know that West Coast offenses is boom or bust. So if you don't see that shot from the jump, you're always supposed to check it back down.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like he had an open check down. He had 2 open check downs that he could have made. But you know, he was listening to Pitbull and he was taking them shots. And you know, that time we just missed on it.
That was say it was just one of those situations where they got too greedy.
Yeah.
It was just too greedy.
Exactly.
Like I said, I just say just go to what was working for you at the beginning, which was run the ball. Like you said. I wouldn't have, like I said, especially after that first interception. Like I said, I'd have kept going back to the check downs. But they kept trying, like I said, it just kept trying to force the hand.
Yeah.
And this was supposed to be the game. I was supposed to be talking about how Matt Gano played well today. This was supposed to be my Matt Gano show today.
He played well.
Yeah,
he definitely did.
So
that didn't happen because your boy wants to throw the ball. He wants to throw the ball 50 times a game. That's the reason why it didn't happen.
See, but the problem is, like I said, because we said it kind of in the chat during the game, like when Russell Gage threw that touchdown pass to Calvin Ridley, it was like everybody was gonna say start Russell Gage over Matt Ryan. Like you said, you can't get rid of Matt Ryan as much as y'all want to. Like you said, if you do, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you half your team. So, like I said, if that's the case, like I said, we can get rid of Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and Grady Jarrett, all of them. If y'all want to go ahead and just start over, but that's gonna be the only way you're gonna be able to start over.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely put in a precarious situation moving forward because, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it all depends on what this new coach and what this new GM wants to do. You see what I'm saying? Because if they do want to say, hey, let's just go ahead and start all over, you know, they may try to make that move, man. But I want to see Matt Ryan retire here. You know what I'm saying? You know.
But outside of that, well, like I said, what else did y'all take from this game outside of just that? Because I know that was going to be like the obvious topic.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think defense played well. Like the defense, they definitely let some big plays go. Like AJ Terrell and Keenan Allen, them boys are having a battle down there, man. But you know, I'm definitely surprised that we held them to 20 points because you know Justin Herbert, he's been balling all year long. They said he's gotten like 8 300-yard passing games this season. So I mean, I think we held them to like 200 and let me check. I think like 240 passing yards.
And the only thing is they differentiated from their game plan that they normally do. They instead of taking shots down the field, they was dinking and dunking all day.
Yeah. And you seen that they were trying to play them deep a lot of the time, but you know, it was just one of those cases where you know they were breaking off, and you know there was one point in time, you know, Keenan Allen he was giving AJ the business, but the thing AJ he was right there. He wasn't out of the picture, man. But shouts out to my homeboy Juice, because that boy Bleedy Ray, he made a heck of a play in that zone coverage, man.
Yeah. Like I said, defense played their ass off today. And like I said, as much as they was on the field and all that stuff, like I said, they made the plays when they needed to. It was just one of those cases where they, like you said, Keanu shouldn't have been out there on coverage like that. Not on that side of the field.
Yeah. They put him in a bad situation, you know. But
say that again.
Yeah. So
say that again. Say that one more time.
Yeah, the defensive coordinator put Keanu Neal in a bad situation. But I still stand by my word. Dirk Cutter.
Exactly. That's exactly what it comes down to. When it comes down to this team, the coaches continue to put these players in bad situations where they have absolutely no choice but either to succeed or look absolutely horrible.
But if that's the case, why didn't Matt Ryan just check down? Because he had every opportunity to check down on that touchdown.
They're 4-9.
Huh?
They're 4-9.
I don't understand.
You're supposed to be aggressive when you're 4. You have nothing else to lose. You're 4-9.
Well, I mean,
why check down when you're 4-9? You haven't been checking down all season, so now all of a sudden you get 4-9. You want to start checking down.
You got 2 other quarters. It's like you finna score a touchdown or kick a field goal.
You're 4-9. You're trying to win.
Are we trying to win the game or not? That's my question. Because he was playing like he was trying to win the game. Yeah,
you're 4-9. Why are you getting? Why are we getting? Why are we getting? Is that an excuse?
Yes, he got every opportunity to just check down.
You're supposed to go all out. That's the whole point.
That's an excuse. No, that's not the whole point. We're trying to win games. Checking down in that situation, that's what he should have done. That was the football play to make. He got too greedy. DMX told y'all to stop being greedy.
4-9.
Don't mind me. I'm
4-9.
2 in the game.
If that was the case, if that was the case, then why isn't why your boy Ricardo Allen isn't playing? Why is he not playing?
Probably because he run on CP time when
yeah, because they're 4-9. That's the reason why they're 4-9.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be 4-9. I don't think Matt Ryan thought about that before he took that shot. I think he just wanted to take the shot. That's what I think. I think he was just being greedy in that situation, both. Matt Ryan throwing that interception didn't have nothing to do with Dirk Cut. As a matter of fact, we can ask the fans in here. We got 252 people in here. Y'all let us know if y'all think that interception that Matt Ryan threw on 1st and 10 when he threw in the double coverage in the end zone, was that Dirk Cutter's fault or was that Matt Ryan's fault?
That's look, you're going down a slippery slope. You're going down a slippery slope. You're going down a slippery slope with this. You're talking about one play that has something to do with Matt Ryan. You're talking about one play out of the entire game when the entire game itself was bad play calling. Of course, that one play had a lot to do with Matt Ryan. So
what other premises are you banking your argument on, stating that you think that this loss was Dirk Cutter's fault? And while all the fans put that in there, y'all make this shit. Y'all subscribe to Big Low Country Sports. Go ahead and chop it up with the coach. Tell me why you think this was Dirk Cutter's fault.
I can tell you why it's partially Dirk Cutter's fault from my end. Because it was
I've already said that he clearly is not taking that in. So it's like, what's the point of even going to that again?
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is
we just clearly just stated that.
We were in a position to score 30 points. The Chargers scored 20 points. And half of the points that they scored were off of our turnovers. So it's like, how is this Dirk Cutter's fault? That's what I'm saying. Because Matt Ryan had open throws and he had throws that he just missed. So it's like, let's look at this objectively. Like, how is this Dirk Cutter's fault? It seems like all I'm saying is that at Atlanta Falcons Nation, since we're unbiased, it's like we're not going to just sit up here and just keep blaming somebody because that's what we've been doing.
Just did it. You're not taking it. So what's the point of you keep talking about it? You're not taking it. So what's the point?
Cool with me. I can finish talking about it. That's fine with me. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, like I said, but like I said, I will agree. Like I said, Matt Ryan will get some blame for this because he did make some poor throws in there as well. So, like I said, 100% is not Matt Ryan, and 100% is not Dirk Cutter. Like I said, at the end of the day, the whole offense just basically just fucked up, especially in that second half because they went away with what was working. And that was just one of those cases where they wanted to put the ball in a situation to where they wanted Matt Ryan to win the game. And like I said, these corners, but once they started running them hitch routes, them corners started biting out. They was like, man, fuck it. They not going to throw deep no more.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that, though. We're going to forget about the hitch routes. We're going to forget about the same exact routes they've been running, what got them in trouble to begin with. We're going to forget about that. We don't want to talk about those routes. We don't want to talk about the same plays that Dirk Cutter's calling. We don't talk about that one.
Yeah. But
let's just forget about that.
Oh, because I was about to say I was gonna ask the fans so much of so what would be your solution to all this that's going on right now as far as how the team should be? Because I know most of them is saying like pretty much trade Matt Ryan and get rid of him and stuff like that. But the thing is, what offensive, like if you do get rid of him, what offensive coach do you think with the quarterback that y'all want will come in here and change this franchise? Because Like I said, I hear a lot of Trey Lance and Justin Fields and stuff like that, but you're not giving, like I said, if Dirk Cutter is still here, like I said, is it going to be the same thing or is it going to be completely different? But anyway, getting back to the thing, like I said, the defense played a hell of a game today.
Yeah, they did. Defense balled out. And, it was one of those situations where there were times when players, they weren't put in the most optimal situation, and there's always that situation where it's like woulda, coulda, shoulda won a ball game. Like we can always say, oh well, he shouldn't have been in this situation. Fact of the matter is, like, we always looking at it from a different point of view because we see it after it unfolds. You see what I'm saying? So, it was terrible. Keanu Neal was put in that situation, and they made that big play on him. But for the most part, I think the defense played pretty well. Like, those boys balled out. They were ball hawking the whole game.
Right. Because I like how AJ Terrell kind of battled with Keenan Allen all game. So like I said, he didn't really give up nothing too big with him. Like
yeah.
Keenan Allen was running them slants and hitch routes on him, but like I said, he wasn't giving him nothing big, so he wasn't scared of the challenge, and that's what I like. And he actually followed him around the whole field.
Exactly. Because it's one of those situations where the thing was that AJ Terrell, he wasn't giving them anything up over the top. He was there in his hip pocket. If he went to the bathroom, he would have handed him toilet paper. But man, I mean, I definitely, for AJ to be a rookie, I definitely got to give it to him, man. What's going on, Edward? Thank you so much.
$2.99 super chat.
Appreciate that love, bro. Appreciate that love, man.
Yeah.
And look, and all the Falcons fans in here, we want to hear what y'all, we want to know what y'all think about this particular game, man. Like, y'all let us know if y'all think that Matt, if this loss was on Matt Ryan or Dirk Cutter. Y'all let us know how y'all think the defense played. I know a lot of people were banking on the fact that they were thinking that we were going to try to, make some big plays on special teams because the Chargers special teams have just been terrible this year. I think they had like three block punts so far this year. Anthony Lynn actually took it over himself and, and just coached them up directly. And, they played well. I noticed there wasn't that much pressure on those special teams, but we just couldn't get it done today, man. Our players just didn't make the plays when they needed to make.
That's what it comes down to. You got to make the plays.
Exactly.
Hey, look. We can't keep we keep going into the same. You keep going into the same realm, and like it's no point in even going into that. On one hand, we say that players just got to make the play, which is absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
But if the play is garbage from the beginning, what are we really doing? You're still putting these players in position to look absolutely terrible.
So the play's garbage from the beginning. So that shot that Matt Ryan took, it was garbage from the beginning because Calvin really wasn't open, right?
Where was he? Was the running game going well?
That wasn't the question. You can't answer my question.
You're not going to send me into it. No.
Was Calvin really open? Was he open?
Bro. Was the running game going well?
Can you answer my question first? I asked you a question. Was Calvin really open?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Was the running game going well to begin with?
Okay, so you answered my question. He wasn't open. Okay, the running game did start going. So that means that Dirk Cutter had two choices. He could have called a pass or he could have called a run. So he called a pass. Calvin really wasn't open. So that means that the responsibility was transferred from Dirk Cutter.
If the running game is going well, you go through. Why would you go against what's working?
Okay, so
this has been the premise all year. This has been the.
So I'm answering that question.
Been the thing all year long.
So the running game wasn't working. And moving forward, the responsibility was transferred, and then so Matt Ryan had to make a play because that's why he gets paid $150 million.
speed.
Plays.
But
after Matt Ryan seen that Calvin really wasn't open, he had
he gets paid the big bust to make the right calls.
He had two other guys.
You can say that about Dirk Cutter. He gets paid to make the right calls. We can do this all day.
Exactly.
He gets paid to make the right calls.
But what's Dirk Cutter's job? Dirk Cutter's job is to call plays. Matt Ryan's job
if Matt Ryan didn't do his job, then Dirk Cutter didn't do his job.
Dirk Cutter's job is to call plays. Matt Ryan's job is to enforce the plays. So there were two guys that were open.
Was it the right?
Matt Ryan threw to the guy that was double covered. So even if he didn't call a run play, the play could have been successful. They would have gotten 3 yards or more, and they definitely could have did that in that situation. They were in field goal range on first down. He shouldn't have done it. That's his fault. Can't put it on Dirk Cutter. He had a chance to make a play, and he didn't.
Did who called the play? Who called the play?
Dirk Cutter called the play. Who threw the ball?
We having a little family argument here.
I see you done got into this week's episode. What to do, homie?
What's up, man? What y'all arguing about, man? Catch me up. What y'all arguing about?
So basically, I'm saying that Dirk Cutter, everybody's trying to put the blame on Dirk Cutter for this loss. Everybody's just magically forgetting about these 3 interceptions that Matt Ryan threw. And I'm saying that this wasn't Dirk Cutter's fault.
So you're basically saying that the second half play calling wasn't on Dirk Cutter, it was all on Matt Ryan?
Yes.
That's what you. I mean, yeah. I can't really say he's going hand for hand. I can't really say on hand for hand. You know, was it the play calling or was it the player? But you know, Matt Ryan throwing 3 interceptions is unacceptable. But we do know that Dirk Cutter is very predictable with his play calling as well.
Yeah. So those interceptions that Matt Ryan threw, like, was it a case?
No, you trying to trap Antonio into it. No,
I'm not trying to. Look, whenever I ask you a question, whenever I ask a question and we just determine what the truth is, that's not trapping. That's the truth becoming to light. That's not trapping.
If
I ask you a question,
the truth is subjective.
It's not trapping anything.
The truth is subjective.
I mean, is it really? Did Matt Ryan throw 3 interceptions?
Of course it is.
Was there someone else that was open? As an offensive coordinator, if you call a play, Dirk Cutter. So if there's, as an offensive coordinator, if you call a play and there's people that are open, the offensive coordinator did his job. Simple and plain. Matt Ryan just made a bad throw.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he made 3 of them. He made 3 bad throws.
So what are we talking about again?
Matt Ryan made bad throws.
Yeah, and Dirk could have been making bad calls all year.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, but he made bad calls all year, Cutter. And that's why we sitting at. That's one of the main reasons why we sitting at 4-9 now.
But this game isn't on Dirk. This is what Matt Ryan threw in the double coverage. He threw an out route.
To you, it's not.
Throw it to the sideline. So him throwing the double coverage where there were 2 other people open, that wasn't a case. That was Dirk Cutter's fault.
Yeah, but he didn't.
I do not understand that logic.
Was actually going in.
I do not understand that logic.
I mean, man, it was just a horrible second half by the Falcons, like, period. But y'all both kind of, right, because Dirk Cutter, like I said, he's very predictable. His routes are stale. Everybody know it's going to be like long shots. But, Matt Ryan, 3 interceptions and a rookie only throwing 1. So at this point, would y'all say he got outplayed by a rookie?
I don't know. I can't really say that.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the offensive philosophy that San Diego normally do is they like to throw the ball deep. Justin Herbert likes to take shots. That's what his game is about. Mm-hmm. But it was the fact that they knew that this soft shell cover 3 was coming, so they was dumping the ball off and letting Austin Eckler goddamn take the game over. And that's what I saw right there. Like you said, it was like the run. Like at the end of the day, we can say about this. Like I said, Matt Ryan threw the 3 interceptions. Play calling in the fourth quarter was bad. Like I said, that's pretty much done the deal. The whole offense just played bad in the second half in general. Can we all agree on that?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
All the way around. Like I said, Calvin really dropped a couple passes too. Like I said, it just was a bad fourth quarter. So
I definitely agree. And it's like this whole thing of like saying, you know, I hate the whole idea of like quarterback duels. So people be like, oh, which quarterback won, this quarterback or the other quarterback? But at the end of the day, you know, whenever Justin Herbert's out there playing quarterback, they're not 11 Matt Ryans out there. And then when Matt Ryan's playing quarterback, there's not 11 Justin Herberts. They never on the field at the same time. But I do think that all around, Justin Herbert played a better game against our defense than Matt Ryan played against their defense.
Oh, let's get to this $5 super chat right here by the MD20. He said, Cutter's plays take too long to develop. O-line not big enough to protect that long. Ryan is getting put in bad situations.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But Matt Ryan also getting paid $30 million a year. So whenever there are guys that can check down, he should check down. Whenever he threw that interception, he should have checked down. Whenever he was supposed to throw that out route, he's supposed to throw to the outside shoulder, not the inside shoulder. And, you know, we probably would have been talking about a Falcons victory right now. I mean, that's not Dirk Cutter. If you have an offensive coordinator that calls a game and you can score 27 to 30 points in the game, I mean, is it really the offensive coordinator's fault? I mean, how many points do you want the guy to score? Like, he's not going to put up 40 points a game. This game, I don't think he called that bad of a game. He made some questionable calls, but the loss isn't on Dirk Cutter. Let's remember what the question is. Does this loss belong to Dirk Cutter? This loss is Matt Ryan's fault.
So you're putting them all on Matt Ryan? I know he made mistakes. I know he did. He did not have a good second half, and he did make some crucial, bad throws, especially the one to Hayden Hurst. The dude was like right there waiting on him to make that throw, and he took a little bit too long to throw it, and that's what ended up causing him being picked off. Yeah.
I mean, it's like that particular throw, it was zone coverage. Matt Ryan shouldn't have thrown the ball. He should have read the coverage and not thrown it, but he did anyway. It's like, we know that at the end of the day, Matt Ryan's not going to go through every game and not throw interception. Like, he had a bad game this game. I love Matt Ryan. Probably my favorite player of all time. He had a bad game, and this game was his loss. Like, I definitely, and look, as a coach, I believe that losses, everybody has something to do with the loss, but Matt Ryan had a huge part to do with this loss. The throws that he made and the turnovers that he made, the 3 interceptions, they were predominantly his fault.
We got Tavon Watkins with the $2.99 super chat. He said, "Why we paying Gurley $8 million for 6 carries a game?"
Yeah.
But I about damn forgot he was out there, to be honest with you. I think he got.
You might be talking about Dirk Cutter on that. Yeah. $5 million. $5 million to do nothing, basically.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying.
I mean, it's like, so are we saying that it's Dirk Cutter's fault because Ty Gurley is only getting those 8 carries? Because look,
it don't matter it doesn't matter who. He's not calling the running plays.
I mean, so how many runs did they make in this game? Let's see.
I think they made
so they ran about 19 times.
They ran about 19, 21, 22 times. Around in that ballpark.
20. Yeah, they ran 20 times.
Yeah.
So, and looks like we made 33 passes. My whole thing is that, like, if we want to be completely honest, like let's be completely honest. Edo Smith should have gotten even more carries.
Yeah.
Like one of the reasons Gurley isn't getting the ball is because Ito Smith is running circles around him right now.
I mean, Ito Smith is trying to make his case late in the season, man. What you think, K-Style? You've been quiet for a moment.
You said Ito Smith?
Yeah, but you know why do you think we don't carry Gurley as much for the $8 million that we're paying him?
I don't know if they're trying to put him on a pitch count or whatnot, but like I said, you have to also remember this type of offense, like the way that they call in the plays. Like I said, it's really a 70-30 offense. It's 70% pass, 30% run. And then, like I said, Todd Gurley is not healthy. He hasn't been healthy all year. Let's just keep it real on that. Like them knees. He need icy hot on them knees every night. He need them Geritol shots.
Yeah.
But at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, even if we could say he getting six carries a game and stuff like that, it still comes down to the same problem. It's when we get near this red zone, we can't score touchdowns. That's like I said, we score touchdowns in the red zone, all these conversations wouldn't be happening right now. Because we 29th in the league in red zone touchdowns. You not gonna win a lot of games like that. That's like I said, that's just where I'm gonna go with that.
Hey, I definitely agree with you, K-Styles. It's like all season we've been terrible in the red zone. This particular game, a lot of times we didn't even get a chance to get to the red zone because whenever we were getting to the point where we were in field goal position, we were turning the ball over. So that's why I said that, look, you can't fumble the bag if you don't ever even, you know what I'm saying? If somebody else fumbles it before you get a chance to fumble it.
Oh, we don't even get a chance to even fumble the ball. We don't even get a chance to fumble the ball, but we don't throw the ball. Right. That's and most of those carries came when we get into the groove and then we that's
yeah. I know Gurley was heavily involved at the beginning of the game. I don't know what happened. I don't know if his knee started locking up or what, but I know that we did start throwing the ball more, and Matt Ryan threw interceptions.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
So we started throwing the ball more, but Matt Ryan started throwing interceptions. So you know what they always say about but you can forget everything before it. It's always what comes after but. So Matt Ryan threw too many interceptions.
Is that the case of us passing the ball a little bit too much?
You gotta have balance. At the end of the day, it has to be a balance. Like that, your quarterback cannot be throwing. Like I think they did like a record on quarterbacks that throw at least 45 to 50 times a game. Is not a very good record. At the end of the day, you need balance. You got to run the ball like championship teams run the ball. It don't matter if they only get 1 or 2 yards, but when it comes to those situations to where you need to close the game out or you need to extend the drive, they're gonna run the ball. Like I said, Matt Ryan is really not the type of quarterback you need to be throwing the ball 45 times a game because his best game is when he's running play action. That's where his play action and no huddle is where his bread and butter is at. See, but when the running game is not working, see now you took half of his game away. And now
the crazy thing is this is the most even that you're gonna see Dirk Cutter call the game. Normally it's so lopsided, it'd be like 45 pass attempts to like 9 or 11 rush. But now I think Matt Ryan threw the 32 times. As you say, we ran for like 20-21. And that's a problem if this is the best that you can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Matt Ryan, he prepares for these plays with the offensive coordinator, and Dirk Cutter did not put a gun up to Matt Ryan's helmet and say, "Hey, take that shot downfield." And he did not put a gun to his helmet and say, "Hey, you better make sure you throw it to his inside shoulder instead of his outside shoulder." Matt Ryan made bad throws. If Matt Ryan would have made those throws, he would have won the game.
That's all it is. Nobody puts a gun. Yes, he does. If Matt Ryan doesn't do what the offensive coordinator does, then we're talking about a whole nother situation.
Well, no, Matt Ryan's been playing for 13 years. He's not a single read quarterback. We know that. There were two other guys open when he threw the double coverage.
He doesn't do what his boss tells him to do. That's a whole nother situation.
Right. He's a you know good as well as I do. He has different. He doesn't have to throw to that one person. He could throw the ball.
Let me ask you this question as a coach. If your quarterback if you sitting in a play that said, guess what? I'm not running this play. I'm doing what I want to do. As a coach, what do you do in that situation?
So me as a coach, I would take him out of the game. But me as a coach, if I call a passing play and there are 4 different reads and you throw into double coverage and there are 2 other people open, I'm taking you out the game.
Wow. You're thinking about a game though, right? But that's the right thing for him.
Yes, I'm taking you out the game.
Nobody.
So we got past the first step. You ran the play that I asked you to run, but I do not want you putting the ball at risk and throwing the double coverage because I just want to see the ball sail in the air so beautifully. No, I'm trying to get field goals and touchdowns. I'm not want to get no shot downfield and double coverage and highlight plays. I don't care if we're 4-9.
What about
at the end of the season? We're 0-25. You finna doggone check this ball down to the wide.
What about? I don't know if this is the real tack. I don't know if it is the real tack. Stand up, please stand up, tack. If that's really you in there, all right, let us know, man. Let us know who like tack. All right, I just want to know if this the real tack. But no. As a coach, you're pulling that guy. You can't tell a guy that he did the right. Nobody's pulling the gun to his head and then telling him you pulling out the game. Like come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't. As a first and foremost, as a coach, you got to take the blame for that. You have to take the blame for that. You can't sit here and say that this is all on Matt Ryan. This game is on Matt Ryan, bro. You said this game is on Matt Ryan. Your exact words. They lost this game because of Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm about to say we gonna kind of get off of this right here. because now it's starting to look like the Ricky Lake show up here. Matt Ryan. So outside of the loss, like who stood up to y'all the most? We're gonna start with you. Who stood out the most, even though we lost this game?
I'm gonna have to say AJ Terrell on the defensive side, like AJ Terrell. Of course, you can name your Deion Jones and your Foyers, but AJ Terrell, the way that he was tackling, man, I don't think it's been a long time if I ever seen a rookie cornerback tackling like that. That's like the one upside right there. And on offense, I can say, I've done breakdowns on this. Y'all been seeing this for him. I've been telling y'all he the real deal. My bad. He been telling us. Go check out his videos. Come on, man. And on offense, I would have to say it was an awesome game by Russell Gage, of course. And the offensive line held up pretty much better than what I thought they were going to do, especially with McGarrett being out. So I guess that's my people that popped up to me or whatever throughout the game. And I'm gonna pass it to the coach.
Hey man, I think that boy Foyer balled out today, man. That boy was all over the field. That sack, that was a textbook sack that he had. After Grady got that pressure, he kind of stuck with it instead of continuing to come down. He made sure that he filled it out. He felt the offensive lineman out and cut back inside, slice back inside. wrap Herbert up, and I mean he was just killing him in that run game as well, man. So I definitely think Foye Oluwakin, he gets my game ball this week. What you got, K-Style?
I have to get two of them for this game, and I've said it already. Matt Gano at right tackle, what he did to Joey Bosa today, I have to commend him. I have to commend him because Joey Bosa, what'd you say, Coach? He has violent hands for a reason. They gave the dude about $180 million as a 3-4 end for a reason.
Yeah.
And Matt Gano, like I said, he held his own. Like McCrary, the left guard, I don't know what's going on with him. He's kind of 50-50 with me, but Gano, like I said, and then the other one I have to give it to Isaiah Oliver. Oliver, man, like Mike made the video about this before. Like I said, he is a potential free safety. But what we say, since they moved his ass to nickel, he ain't got to worry about being on the island no more. He can just play his game. He up here making, just like AJ Terrell, he's up here making tackles as well.
And yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, but definitely my game ball is gonna go to Matt Gano for his performance. I think he's like the fourth best offensive lineman we got, and he don't even start. outside of the position. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this behind the mic, see what he got going on.
That Trey
Young behind the back.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's no stretch for me. Like I've already said what Isaiah Oliver. I've been saying all year that Isaiah Oliver is far from overrated. His coaching and like this game is just exactly what we've been talking about. This is the reason why I've always been a supporter of Vic Beasley, because the coaches continue to put these guys in positions where they look nothing. They're either going to look like gods or they're going to look absolutely horrible. And we saw exactly that again. You know what I'm saying? It's like Ito Smith, we get so happy about players playing well is because, especially in the running game, because we just don't run the ball. We just don't run the ball. And then when we finally get someone who's running the ball well, we go away from it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised by Isaiah Oliver. I'm not surprised by AJ, because, again, if you guys continue to support us here, you're going to see exactly that. You're going to see nothing but the truth and the facts when it comes down to this film. You know what I'm saying? Film. When you put players in bad positions, I can't forgive that from any coach. I can't forgive that from any coach. It doesn't matter if a player goes out there and make a bad play look terrible. It is what it is. But as a coach, this is a year-round issue for the Falcons. All year long, we've been talking about Dirk Cutter, about Raheem Morris. They almost gave even the defense played well. They played well despite of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Despite of these guys going around and they played this. They went right back into the soft zone. Right back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Right back into that Dan Quinn soft zone. These are the things that I'm talking about when it comes out. It's the coaching staff just has to go, man. I mean, I can't say I honestly cannot sit here and say one player played, well, because I can't get over this bad coaching. We're sitting up here 4-9, playing a team that we should have blown out. We didn't, because, again, coaches got us in this position. where we look absolutely horrible. And it's the same stuff over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, if I was forced to say somebody, I gotta go with Grady Jarrett. I think Grady Jarrett just gets so much. Like, we expect Grady Jarrett to be Grady Jarrett, and when he has good games, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it's just Grady being Grady. Grady was all over the field. The dude was making tackles down the field. He was getting downfield. I'm talking about running backs going downfield, receivers downfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, Grady Jarrett was running downfield. He was getting sacks. He was getting pressure. Like, it wasn't anything. It wasn't nothing that Grady wasn't doing. So I think we kind of take Grady Jarrett for granted, especially when we're not getting the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, where's Grady? Where's Grady? Where's Grady? But Grady was all over the field. You know what I'm saying? He allowed us to see Fourier and Deion Jones do that thing today. Grady was a one-man wrecking crew today. They could not do anything with him. So for me, I got to go with Grady Jarrett if I was forced to say anybody. Grady Jarrett is like I said, man. I think it goes back to Matt Ryan. That Matt Ryan situation. We want everybody to think quarterbacks just grow on trees because we see guys like Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, and all these type of players. We see these players, put up the astronomical numbers, and it's like, oh, it's just Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? It's just Matt Ryan. It's just Drew Brees. He just haven't won this game, but gotta give Grady his credit, man. I don't know how long he's gonna sit back as a defensive lineman. Like, honestly, I think he's the second best defensive tackle in the league behind Aaron Donald, and that's just my personal opinion.
All right.
That dude was all over. Like I said, the dude was making tackles on receivers and running backs downfield. That's something. That's something that you don't see from a lot of defensive linemen. So I got to go with Grady Jarrett, man.
All right, so we're gonna get to find out super chat by New Drop. He basically said Gano right tackle and move McGarry to right guard and move Lindstrom to left guard.
That might not sound pretty bad at all.
That's interesting.
But I don't.
Yeah.
The only thing about that is Gano can play left guard, so you necessarily don't have to move the other two. Gano showed he can play left. He's basically an all-around offensive line because every time I've seen him on the field, he is putting hands on people, and it's not soft hands neither. He's putting real hands on these folks. This mother look like Mike Tyson out there. He putting hands on these folks. But like I said, that's an interesting idea. But like I said, McGarry is really a right tackle because he's physical. You need that physicality on that right tackle spot. You need that.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You absolutely right about that. I think a lot, like I said, it goes back to what people don't know the difference because everybody expect because Cam Jordan is one of those anomalies, man. It's like you don't expect all right, left ends to perform like Cam. Like that typically doesn't happen. You don't typically get Cam Jordan's going against Caleb McGarry on the left side of on the left the right side of the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? So I think when Caleb gets beat, it looks bad, but he's actually one of the better right tackles in the league. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same that goes for Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews is actually, when you look at his percentages and his numbers, like he's actually one of the better left tackles in the league. And everybody's like, why you give him $60 million? Look at the numbers and the performance in the film. Actually, he's a lot better than we give him credit. It's just what the Falcons, man. And this is why I go back to coaching. You're putting these guys in position to do things that they're not consistently great at. And like that's my issue. That's my issue. You can't continuously have these guys. Like, why haven't we been seeing your boy Gurley Ito Smith like this all year long. Like this was the perfect way to use these guys all year. We haven't been doing this. And like I said, that's just it's a problem, man. And honestly, I don't think it'll ever go away. The only time it changes, and I'm gonna say this, and I want to know what you guys' thoughts is on this, but I don't see this happening. I don't see this changing unless the Falcons get rid of Rich McKay, because he has a lot of say so as far as this offense and this team is concerned. As really as well as his as far as the coaching that comes in, the philosophy that comes in. I think that's the issue with the Falcons. This philosophy, seeing these, having Matt Ryan pass the ball 50. This is Arthur Blank's right-hand man. He's his right-hand man. He's in his ear. So if Rich McKay is saying what he's saying, I don't think we'll see a different Falcons team until, like I said, I want to know what you guys thoughts on that, but I really believe that Rich McKay is just not, if not more, at fault than Thomas Dimitroff.
What
happened there?
Yeah, just to piggyback on what Mike was saying. I know a lot of people don't really understand how front offices work. Our front office, for the last few years, we've kind of, let Thomas Dimitroff handle everything on the player personnel and contract side. And I see that we got a few people in here. I do want to let y'all know my name is Big Low Country, football coach, and y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to my channel on YouTube at Big Low Country Sports. We sit around and do film study and talk about football all day. As a matter of fact, I'm putting my link right here in the chat, so y'all can click on that link and go help a country boy out and subscribe to my channel. But I was actually thinking about this, guys, because I know that a lot of people say this, but I don't think Rich McKay has anything to do with us throwing the ball 45 times a game, because once you hire that coach, it's really hard to get out of those coaching contracts, like to just up and fire people. So I think it's one of those situations where we're basically saying, well, let's just get through this season, because we all know that they're going to clean out that whole front office and that coaching staff. So they're basically like, well, look, let's just get through this season. There's no need in trying to change things and everything, and then we'll take it from there. We'll start out fresh. What do y'all think about that?
I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna get to this Terry Lloyd $20.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right here. We got so basically what he's saying is scheme is everything. The last time Matt Ryan looked bad like this was with Dirk. 2 years later, Matt was MVP and in the Super Bowl. We have a coaching problem going on all the way back since Blank got the team.
And appreciate the $20.
Appreciate the super
that, bro.
But what I would say is, like, at the end of the day, it's a culture problem. It's not a coaching problem. It's a culture problem. Because that comes with Arthur Blank, Rich McKay, and like I said, it's the coaching staff too. But like at the end of the day, the culture in this game kind of showed it, to where at the beginning of the game, everything was flowing right and stuff like that. But then once you got comfortable, you took your foot off the gas, and that's not how you win games.
Yeah,
right.
Make a good point, K-Style.
Have y'all realized we just found another way to lose the game today?
It seems so regular, I ain't even noticed. Man, but I really think you gotta get, like Mike been saying over and over again, and y'all said it as well, anything that's got something to do with Dan Quinn 2016 and that coaching, you gotta chop it up, you gotta let it go, let that past be the past.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what? I definitely agree with y'all. Y'all make some good points. You're right. You're completely right. It's a culture kind of a situation. You can't let things like that continue to happen. So it's like, you got to know how to move on. After you make those mistakes, you can't just keep letting them happen over and over again. I definitely agree with y'all.
Yeah, because I think what the issue is with a lot of like when you hear like the Matt Ryan sucks and stuff, what it is people are tired of losing. So, so when you look at the quarterback position gets the most praise, but yet gets the most faults. Because at the end of the day, that's where these franchises, they put all their money in these quarterbacks. So this is like where a lot of like the Matt Ryan hate comes from. But the issue with it is you can't straight up get rid of them, because if you, like I said, you can go to overthecap.com and you can look at these cap numbers for yourself. It's going to be kind of hard to get rid of him no matter what you do. Like you said, especially and I always say this every time, especially if the salary cap goes down, you get rid of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, you pretty much going to have to cut your whole entire team in half. You're going to be running with nothing but scam.
So that's why I kind of wanted to ask y'all. I know Matt Ryan really waited his turn, but with Julio, Julio was sitting out for the contract or whatever, causing his first little hoopla that he ever caused with us. And then he was a little bit of diva at that point, but that's fine. It was Julio. Do y'all think that those contracts can eventually come back and bite us to where we're going to be stuck for years without really getting better?
See, the thing with Matt Ryan's contract, you're talking about just straight up contracts, right?
Yeah.
Well, from what I looked at Matt Ryan's contract, the only way you'd be able to really do something with him, as far as unless if he restructures, is 2023. So with that, and then Julio, all Julio's money. See, the problem with Julio's before he got his contract, he was basically playing for free. That's why he had the contract situation he did. So they had to give him them guaranteed, because all of Julio's money is guaranteed. So no matter if you cut him, you got to pay the rest of that straight up. So
I'm about to say, like Aurelius Walker said, that's what I was going to ask you next. What if Matt Ryan all of a sudden retires? What happens with that?
I think if he retires, then it won't count against the cap if he retires.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that they're legally bound to pay him if he retires. That's basically like he quit a job, or how they say retire, or like I say, you might get a little bit compensation at the end, but like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, you can't cut him right now. Like I said, Matt Ryan, like as much as people don't like him, like I said, he's been a staple of this franchise for 13 years. Like I said, he's had bad games just like any other quarterback in the NFL has. You cannot tell me which quarterback never had a bad game. So, like I said,
it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But that's why I said that's why I said, Tony, you missed the Jerry Springer episode we had with him and Mike. But
I think I came in on the tail end. I'm like,
y'all know this is all love, man. I just call it how I see.
But the thing is, what happened was both of them were right. They were both right, but it was more so of those things where they were trying to argue from two different points. Like Lowe did Matt Ryan through the interception. Like I said, Mike did the Dirk Cutter part. Like I said, Dirk Cutter get blamed in this too, because when stuff was working, you got away from it.
Oh yeah.
But I think the case that Lowe was trying to make, that you can't blame it all on Dirk Cutter. The quarterback is supposed to know not to make those throws. And opposite side of the way, Dirk Cutter has been known for having a pedestrian offense that's predictable. And route concept be horrible, run blocking, pass blocking, whatever, be suspect sometimes. So y'all were both right in a sense, but you can't just put it all on Cutter, man. Matt Ryan through the interception, bro. Go ahead, Lo.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, I acknowledge the fact that Dirk Cutter, like I acknowledge the fact that his play calling isn't the best. I completely acknowledge that. But like those plays that Matt did throw the interceptions, it's like he could have made a better play after Dirk Cutter called the play and the play started. That's all I'm saying. So it's like if Matt would have done what he was supposed to do in those plays, we would have won the game. That's why I said that, it's Matt Ryan's fault. I definitely agree that Dirk has something to do with it as well. I feel like it's Matt Ryan's fault that we lost. And like I said, I love Matt. He's my homeboy.
But definitely, like I said, so definitely what question I would like to ask to both of y'all. And hold on. We're gonna get to this. Anthony Wright said Julio Jones never held out a training camp or anything. It took our organization a long time to pay him what his net worth really is. Julio deserves every penny he earned. I agree. Because the crazy thing about is what most people don't talk about with Julio is Julio don't play that many snaps during the game. He only plays like 65% of the snaps. And for him to put the numbers that he's been putting up, like I said, you're only getting the great value version of Julio Jones every year.
Yeah. So, I definitely agree with you, K-Styles. It's like we all seen those years where Julio was actually playing, all 3 downs and he was putting up 1,900 yards and all kind of stuff. Now it's like he's literally on a pitch count and he's still one of the best wide receivers in the game right now. So,
because Sean Jones said Matt Ryan just sucks. Even if we went in or losing, he's not a gunslinging quarterback. He doesn't have the fight in him to win games.
He got the fight in him to win games, man. But Mike, what you think about this comment, man, from Sean Jones?
Sean Jones is disqualified. He got the right to even say anything. He's disqualified. I heard that. Yeah, Sean Jones. Yeah, he's immediately disqualified.
But the thing is, you don't have to have a gunslinging quarterback to be successful.
No.
This is. Coaches got to put players in position. I don't like all of this nonsense. Players got to play. Of course, that's true. Coaches got to put players in position to succeed. And no, he's not going to be perfect. But when you're saying the same things over and over and over years, and throughout the entire year, and nothing is changing, like that's when we're pointing the finger at the quarterback. That's just say if this was Patrick Mahomes, all right, if Patrick Mahomes just started all of a sudden, he's not putting up those all-star numbers, and he's not playing to his typical level that we're used to seeing him play. And everybody's like, Andy Reid is not playing. His play calling absolutely sucks. That just says absolutely sucks. It's like, who are we more likely to look at and say, okay, who's at fault? Is it the play caller or is it the player?
So you're saying who's at fault if somebody's just not putting up the numbers?
That we're used to them saying. We're not used to them saying.
So they're not putting up the numbers that we're used to them seeing. So, like, do they have the chances to make the plays that they would have made in the past? Or like, are they just making mistakes themselves? Like, are the mistakes happening before or after the play is called?
They can make this mistake before the play call?
Yes. For example, I
don't know how you can make a mistake before. That's usually if a mistake is before the play call. That's usually because of the.
Yeah, so if a mistake is made before the play is called, that's the coach's fault. If it's a 3rd and 2 and there are 9 people in the box and you try to run it anyway, that's the coach's fault. If there's a play where it's a 1st and 10 and there are 2 people open and you throw it into double coverage, that's the player's fault. That's why I said that everything has to come together for the team to be successful. Everybody has to do their job.
But like I said, you gotta actually have to cause like I said, you got a lot of people agreeing with you, Lo. Like I said, I think it's the fact that you said about Matt Ryan.
He playing like shit. Of course they gonna agree. Of course they gonna agree. He playing like shit.
But God damn it, Mike! I'm trying to make a point here.
Hey! Oh no! This is what we do. We hit the hard. It's cool to say when they throw 3 interceptions to say, okay, yes, Matt played like trash. Yes, it looks like majority of his fault. But we still don't know if Matt Ryan in the back has been saying, guess what, man, Dirk, I don't really like these damn plays. And I'm talking to, I'm sitting up here saying to Raheem, like, bro, like, what are you doing? I don't like these plays. We don't know a lot of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many variables that goes to this. And like I said, we can go in this all day. But my thing is like, if you're not putting up those, you're making mistakes. Who fault is it really? Who are the fans are going to go to and say, guess what, man? I doubt they're going to say it's the offensive coordinator's fault. Yeah. I doubt they're going to say it's the head coach's fault. The player is going to get the other heat.
Yeah. And, this is something that we're going to be talking about all week long. They're going to be talking about on Heavy Hitters Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Me and my homeboy, Terry Artist 404, we're going to be talking about on Wednesday, 8 o'clock, ATL Sports Zone. Y'all make sure that y'all check that out because, look, this is going to be a hot button topic all week, man. I know I'm going to be talking about it on my show, on my channel, Big Low Country Sports. Y'all make sure y'all do a Country Boy a favor and subscribe. I appreciate it much. Thank y'all so much. But, look, man, I definitely – it's one of those things where it's all about circumstances, bro. It's all about circumstances.
Yeah. They were telling everybody, too, like I said, we can agree to disagree, but at the same time, like I said, it's about having those different viewpoints that you can come to an agreement. So,
yeah.
They said this ain't Ricky Lake where you about to see somebody throw a chair around here. This ain't.
Yeah.
No, I was going to throw a chair. I'm gonna throw that bitch right up there. You're gonna throw the TV, Mike. What are we doing? Play action pass. We just ran the ball down there, throw 3-4 steps in a row. We play action play. What are we doing?
But my question is about that last play action pass that I saw was somebody got their wires crossed because it looked like Todd Gurley ran the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. He did run the wrong way, and that's the stuff that I'm talking about. It's like these are the things that and that's like for me, that's why I have a major issue, which is like if you're having those issues. I don't know what play it was. It may have been a play with Calvin Ridley, and this is one of the reasons why I say Calvin Ridley isn't ready to take that step. Like. These are the small, intricate details of football that you got to understand. He didn't even try to make a play on that ball. He didn't try. Yeah, Matt Ryan threw the ball, but that's something as a football player, you got to understand that.
Yeah.
You got to understand those types of things.
I definitely see what you're saying.
Intricate details.
He was probably just as surprised as we were that Matt threw it to him.
Right.
That could have been. But that still don't stop a lot of players.
Yeah.
That shouldn't stop you as a player.
Oh yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with you, man. As a coach, like you play to the whistle. Even if it don't look like you're gonna get it, you better try to do something. keep the other person from getting it. You know what I'm saying? Go from wide receiver to defensive back. Like, definitely. There are a lot of people who played into that particular interception. Definitely. But a lot of people talk about how they think Calvin really ain't ready, because he dropped that wide open pass. Like we often forget that, our boy Julio, he was kind of, fingers were kind of slippery at the beginning of his career too. He dropped a few passes at the beginning of his career. That's just kind of something that comes with time sometimes.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people are saying that about the drop passes. I think it's more so his mental aspect of the game, like things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've seen him and Matt Ryan are just not on page as far as it's like even this game. He had a terrific game, but again, those are the little small details in football that are the difference between wins or losses.
Yeah.
And you as a superstar, I mean that it may not be it may not be all your fault. You know what I'm saying? It may not be right. You know what I'm saying? To place all the blame on you. But you as a player, you have to at the very least understand what your assignment. And I've seen him several times. Matt Ryan, after a play, I've seen him coaching Calvin Ridley up. And these are the things that I'm talking about, not just one particular act. Like this has been going on all year. So I don't think we'll really truly know if he's ready until we get Julio. And based on what we've seen just this year, his moments to shine, to be that, you mean the game in Green Bay where that was his to shine, he didn't play up to it. These are the moments. These are your moments. You know what I'm saying? Like these are your moments. So it's like again, man. Sometimes players shouldn't. Sometimes you only get one time to be that top guy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you only get that one time to be that top guy, and really, if he really wants to be that guy, man, I think now is the time. Yeah. Especially the last 3-4 games. If he really wants to be that, and really, not only like I said, this like Rich McKay job be up also. General manager, head coach. It's like I don't think anybody's safe right now. We talking about Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. Like off the blank, look, it all comes down to him. He could very much say, "Guess what, man? I'm just gonna start over. All right, I'm just gonna start over. Forget all of this mess. I'm gonna start over. This is your time to shine, and you can't miss those. You can't miss those chances. And that's what I'm saying, man."
Yeah, so just like Eminem said, so you said you only had one shot.
You only get one shot. I don't think you get too many shots to be the number one guy. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I haven't seen it. I don't. Let me know what you guys think, Terry, Tonio. Let me know what you think, man. Because, like I said, I haven't seen. He is a very good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I haven't seen that one game from Calvin Ridley that say, you know what, man, he's going to take Roddy White's place. He's going to take Julio Jones' spot. Like, have he had that one game for you guys to say, okay, this is it. This is your shot. I'm giving you the keys to this offense.
Me being a Alabama fan is going to hurt me to the heart, but I'm going to have to say no. Like, it hadn't been that one, like, statement game, like, by himself. Like for instance, Roddy White was already the guy, but he had that one statement game when T.O. and Ocho Cinco came down to Atlanta and thought they was going to just do everything. And Roddy White said, hold up, I'm here.
Right.
That's what we need from Calvin Ridley. So no, we haven't seen it yet. Could we? Yes, but no, I don't think we've seen it yet. What you think, Coach or Top?
I mean, so how many games has Calvin really had without Julio playing? So I know he's had what, like 2 games this year, if I'm not mistaken. And before that, I don't remember how many we've seen. Like this particular game right here, like he had a drop pass. He didn't go after the ball in the end zone. And like it's kind of like what me and Drew say all the time, man. It's like you only get a handful of plays where you could really make an impact on the game. So it's like he's still young. He didn't take full advantage of his opportunity because this could, just like Mike said, this could have been the game where he just went, to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? It's like right now we're looking at him like a B plus player or like a B level player. Like this game, it could have took him to the it could have took him to the stratosphere. Well, it just didn't happen this game. I mean, he killed it. Now he played some ball, but those handful of plays. Yeah, those handful of plays, he didn't, make those plays where he could have. And it's like I was saying earlier. It's like Matt Ryan put that ball up. There's only one guy that wears an Atlanta Falcons jersey that we seen would have made that play, or let's say 2 guys, because Roddy, he would have tried to make that play. But you know what I'm saying? Whenever he threw it up and we seen Calvin back there. Who was thinking, oh man, this is a touchdown? Like how many of us were honestly thinking that? Terrell's 4-4. Were you thinking that even though he got paid by Bama?
Nah.
I'm gonna say this real quick. I don't think Matt Ryan make that play. I don't think he makes that throw if he hasn't seen it before. So the real question is, like, did he really do what Matt Ryan expected him to do? Because he obviously threw that because he's done it before. You don't throw a pass like that to Lemonade Sakias. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Calvin Ridley. He's made that play before.
Yeah. Think K-Style.
Well, before I get to it, I'm gonna get to this $4.99 super chat by Nathan. He said,
Nathan.
Nathan. Hey, I'm about to say we don't. Hey, silent letter. We ain't use that after school. So,
right.
Basically, Matt Ryan coaching really on the sideline is one thing. Someone needs to get on Matt Ryan. Stop throwing to the inside shoulder.
Yep. Yeah.
But y'all asked me what I think about Calvin Ridley.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you seen him have that game where like I'm number one?
See, my thing with Calvin Ridley is, Calvin Ridley has his advantages because most of his catches are outside the numbers and the sideline. See, he's not a number one yet, but until he's able to consistently make those plays inside the numbers and the hashes, that's when he can ascend to that number one spot. Because if you look, like you may say, yeah, he's small, 6'1", 190. But let's say you got guys that are about that size that can make those plays, but they can't make the ones on the outside. Like I said, that's still going to come with experience because you have to remember, Calvin really hasn't played a full season yet.
Right.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't played a full season yet. I think this is the most games he's played in one season so far. Am I right? I need somebody to fact check that for me.
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But like I said, he has time to get there because remember, when you was talking about Riley White, remember when Riley White was here, everybody ready to throw his ass out of Atlanta after year 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, it just comes with time. Like I said, there's one quirk that Calvin really has that kind of irks me a lot is when he catches them slants and then he's trying to make the home run play instead of just.
Oh my God!
Got to stop that because he left quite a few yards on the field today with doing that, and I've seen plenty of games where he did it. Now, as far as him having that breakout game, now I haven't seen it to where it's just basically, I'm Calvin Ridley, hear me roar, fuck all you motherfuckers, I'm here. I haven't seen one of them games yet. But
yeah,
can he be a number one? Yeah, I could see it. But he has to be consistent, not only outside the numbers, but inside the numbers as well. Like
that's the biggest thing that you see inside the numbers. Inside the numbers. That's where you make your money at, man. Inside the numbers.
Yep.
Like I said, you could be toe drag swag on the outside, but if you're not making your mark inside the numbers and the hashes as well, then you're technically not going to be a complete receiver. Like I said, right now the way Calvin really plays, he's pretty much a slot receiver.
Let me add just a little bit to this argument, because I know a lot of people just really, because we really don't like to get on the stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't like to get on the stars, and this is like even head coaches, you know, and offensive coordinators and whatnot. I think there's a huge. This is the question that I have for you guys. It comes down to this. You have a choice right now. You got a choice. This is the choice that you have. It ain't no mistaking. All right. You have this choice. Calvin Ridley. You, as a head coach and a general manager, Calvin Ridley is ready for a new contract extension. Are you making him the new number one in Atlanta? And why wouldn't you? Are you doing that? And what's the reasons why would or you wouldn't?
I about to say I'll go first on this one. I would. Only reason why I say I would, because if you look at Julio and where his contract is going to end, Julio is right there going to be at that age where he might not be as effective. Like, it's only rare that wide receivers over the age of 33, 34, 35 become or still effective. Because even if we look at Larry Fitzgerald out in Arizona, like I said, he's basically a glorified slot receiver now. He is a chain mover now.
Yeah.
As far as Calvin Ridley, like I said, Calvin Ridley at the end of his deal, like I said, he still got 2 years on his deal since he a first round pick, plus the franchise tag and all that stuff. So you still got a couple more years with him. Like I said, eventually. Yes. Like I said, he scores touchdowns too. So it's not like he cannot find the end zone. But like I said, as long as you have the patience and let him develop into that number one, then we will be good. See, but the issue is, and like I said, I have to put the fan base on this. I'm about to kind of call the fan base out on this one. This Atlanta fan base has no patience for nobody. I'm just going to keep it real. They don't have patience for nobody. I'm not talking about everybody that might be in this chat, but I'm just talking about the general Falcon fan base. Don't nobody have patience for anybody. Like, I'll pay Calvin Ridley that money. Because at the end of the day, this is still a passing league. Like I said, he can develop into that number one regardless.
And I think I'll pay it as well, because first of all, he is learning up under Julio, so hopefully with more time until Julio decide that, you know, he want to go or it's it for him. I think Calvin really just need to learn everything that he can under Ridley and, you know, try to apply the best of his ability. So I would, and then per se, like say if Julio was to retire, Calvin really gone. It ain't, so sure that we're gonna get that number one type of receiver anyway. Then we got to start all over with, trying to build up a number one receiver. So, and he scores, he's productive. So, I give him that chance. What you think, Coach?
Oh yeah. I would pay him. Just one thing that I would do, I would offer him that contract, but moving forward after Julio Jones left, because I think Julio realizes that he has a chance to do something very, very great. I think he's going to try to stick around for a long time. I think that's why he, tries to kind of really take care of his body. So I really got a feeling close to the end of Julio's career, you're going to see him in the slot a lot more, working inside and, kind of in that Larry Fitzgerald role like Mike was talking about. But if I paid Calvin Ridley, because we know, Julio's going to be leaving pretty soon, I would draft another wide receiver in the first 2 rounds.
You know what? That's why I was headed. That's exactly where I was headed. That's exactly where I'm headed. I'm right there with you, Lo. I'm not giving him that money. I'm not giving it to him. I'm making him earn it. I haven't seen enough. Like we're talking about, he's going to get big time money. He's going to get, if Slant Thomas can get $20 million a year, there's no reason why Calvin Ridley can get big time money. We're talking about big time money. I'm not giving him that money because, for one, he's already shown those small intricate details that we need. You already said that he hasn't shown us in a short period of time. It's like, when you got a star. We know when we see, Patrick Mahomes. We know when we saw Matt Ryan. We know when we see Peyton Manning. These guys. We know that they are stars when they're stars. You know what I'm saying? It's no mistake about it. And not to say that he is a bad receiver. That's not what I'm saying. But we're talking about paying this money, big time, elite money. We're talking about elite money. He's going to get paid at least $21 million a year when his contract is up. I'm not sure if I'm ready to take that. I'm really not. I'm drafting another receiver and put that little, if that receiver in the next 2 years, within 2 years, don't show me enough, then I give it to him. But I can't, man. That's a hard one, but I can't get it just based on that, just based on the money, man.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why we kind of in the situation we in now, because we always pay those. Thomas Dimitroff loves those pretty guys out there. Those guys, that have all the armbands on their arm and all kind of stuff. We need to get those guys down low that, those people movers. That's what we need to really try to focus on moving forward. I think this next regime that we get in is going to focus on that. I think Arthur Blank's going to say, look, scoring points is cool, but we got to have, people on the line to play ball.
Oh yeah, at the end of the day, the trenches win championships.
Yes.
Yeah. All day.
Yeah, because I was only looking at it from the standpoint that you can still franchise him, because since he was a first round pick, you get those 2 franchise tags. And if that's one of those cases where if he's not going to sign a franchise tag, then you can move him.
Yeah.
And we don't know if he is a deal with that other thing too. We don't know if if he don't get what he wants, he may start acting like Tack. Like we haven't seen that yet. When it started getting contract time, people started tripping, man. Like, look, man, it's time, it's payday. I need my money. You know what I'm saying? I need my money. We haven't seen that we saw it from Julio. Julio said, look, I'm not gonna say anything, but I need my money. You know what I'm saying? We saw that from Julio. We didn't see that from Matt Ryan because Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan, but we saw that from Julio. And we seeing got a little attitude. He got it. Look, man, he got some. He's sparky, man. Look, the dude. Yeah. He bought it. He said he bought that. So that man gonna want his money, man. And I'm not sure he's gonna be all down for all those them games that these GMs and these owners be playing when it come down to payday.
Right.
Definitely. And Derek Bird said, "Where's all the Ridley slander coming from?" Look, man, we ain't never said that Ridley ain't no baller. Really, I think he's one of the top 10 wide receivers in the game right now. But
he said nothing bad about Ridley, man. But when it comes to that moment when Julio is out, that's your time to shine and put up them ESPN highlight numbers, baby. So, like DeAndre Hopkins type of catches and stuff like that, it's your time to do it.
I think what
they're trying to avoid another Devontae Freeman. That's all we're trying to avoid another Devontae Freeman issue. We don't want to pay this guy and then we get his. We trying to avoid that.
Hey, look, I'm about to say, I think what the issue is, a lot of people kind of differentiate criticism from bashing. Ain't nobody bashing Calvin Ridley. Like I said, we love Calvin Ridley. Like I said, we just feel like he needs to get better.
Yeah,
that's
he has the talent. And he has the talent to get better.
Cause he's one of it. Like right now, he's maybe like one of the top 5 best route runners in the league right now. But like I said, his only thing is, can he do it inside the numbers instead of just outside the numbers? That's
he's running from contact.
Yeah,
he's running from a lot of contact.
He showed up there, boy. Whenever he gets, because we were talking about it in the chat, whenever he catches inside those numbers, he'll literally run backwards away from the first down line so he don't get hit. He literally does. So, yeah, I mean, he's going to have to learn how to do that. That's something that Antonio Brown learned how to do because he wasn't that guy for a long time. He wouldn't go down there. Like, he was always on the outside. And, I think Vontaze Burfict, I think he reminded him why he didn't like to come down there.
Vontaze Burfict.
Well, yeah.
Hey, I'm about to say, I want to also kind of pull up something right quick so I can show them these numbers right quick. Let me see. Just let me know if I'm doing this thing right here. Okay, so this is Matt Ryan. Okay, remember I said overthecap.com. Okay, I'll let y'all see the website. So if we look at Matt Ryan, then this is all his money right here. Now, you cut him. Okay, so next year will be the 2021 season, right?
Yeah.
Hey, can y'all see this?
I could barely see it.
Hold on, let me. Can you see it now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the 2021 season. That's next season, right?
Next season.
All right. So look at his base salary, prorated bonus, and look at his guaranteed salary. Now, this is what happens if you cut him next season.
Look
at that.
They ain't doing that.
They might try to trade him so they can try to move that money with him. That's the only bet they have.
We got some trade. This is the money.
That money goes. It doesn't matter. He's not on the roster. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed money. So that stays. Yeah. Even if you try to trade him, that still goes against.
Yeah. So I'm just pulling up the trade numbers right here. These are the trade numbers right here. And all right. So 2021 next season. These are his numbers right here. That's the dead cap, and this is how much you're gonna save on the cap. So basically, you're going to be getting rid of. You're gonna be minus 41 million on that if you trade him. That's pre-June. Now, if you do it post-June, like I said, you might have a better shot. See, but the only issue is who are you going to trade him to? Who are you going to trade to? Who's going to want to take that?
Because they got to take on that contract. They got to take on the contract. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Not a lot of teams have that money, and that's the difficult part. Like only one team that really has a legitimate shot, and that's the Jets. The Jets, the only team that really has an opportunity like to take on that money. Maybe the Cowboys, but I doubt the Cowboys.
Oh no,
San Fran, Denver, yeah, Denver can take on that. But I'm not sure if Shanahan is gonna want to take on that. Like maybe he does if he's trying to get rehash some things. That's still going to be difficult because they have to pay their defenders. Like their defensive guys, they're coming. Look, they gonna look for their money, man. They're not gonna become paying for free. Especially Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa ain't gonna want to hear that. He's not gonna want to hear that. Wait next year. He don't want to hear that, man.
Right.
So like I say, it's basically one of those things where we're saying like, okay, if you want to trade him, like I said, that's fine, but that's going to be one of the repercussions if you do it, because that's going to be a lot of money that you're going to not only owe him at the end of it, you got to pay him for the remaining of the contract, which kind of puts you behind because the dead cap counts against the cap. And with the cap that might go down next year, ooh, that's going to be an ugly proposition. But like I said, you have to definitely find somebody that's going to be willing to not only take that contract. You have to, in order for another team to take on that contract, the Falcons will have to literally give up draft picks. So would you? So like I said, so that first round pick that everybody want Trey Lance in there for, if you want to trade Matt Ryan or somewhere else, and you want them to take that contract, you have to give up that first round pick because that's how fucking what was it? Houston with Brock Osweiler did. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
They had that bad contract.
Yeah, they did.
Sign the trade.
Yeah, and they had to offer like a first or a second round pick for him.
Yeah.
Just so they can take it. So like I said, it's not as easy as just trading him. Like I said, you have to have some kind of capital.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's gonna be tough. But the thing is, though, is that what I've been saying is because look, it's not like Matt Ryan and Julio Jones haven't been performing.
right.
Like we've been saying the whole season, like they just been put in bad situations. So if I was a coach and I was coming in, especially if I was a young coach, I would look at it. I say, well, look, these guys, they have 2 or 3 years left in them. If we protect them, why don't I just take this team over and just build on the things that we need to build on? Like, do we really need to blow it up? Because look, Chucky himself said it. He said, look, this is the best 4-8 team I ever seen. I never seen a 4-8 team this good before. Like, it's not like these guys aren't performing. They just lost every way possible. Like Terror Artist 404 said, any way that we could lose, we've been finding that way to do it. I literally feel like we're going looking at almanacs saying, oh, I've never seen nobody lose this way. All right, guys, we got a new way to lose this week. So it's not like we're getting blown out. It's not like we're not moving the ball. It's not like we're just not showing up. We just had some bad leadership. So if I was a new coach coming in, I'm just gonna come in and be the stepdaddy. Ready-made team, bro. I ain't gotta do no work. I got everybody in place. I got a veteran quarterback. I literally have one of the best offensive personnel groups in the NFL. We just gotta clean up a couple of things and we're good to go.
But that comes down to the question I asked the people earlier. I was like, so based on the quarterbacks y'all will want to come here in Atlanta, so who is going to be the offensive coordinator that y'all want to see? Because at the end of the day, it don't matter who you draft at quarterback. If the system doesn't fit the quarterback, it don't matter. I'm about to say, look at Chicago. They thought Mitchell Trubisky was the best quarterback in that draft. Look at that Chicago fan base now. They sick to their stomach right now.
They stuck with 2 quarterbacks making over $15 million.
Exactly.
You asked that question though about what offensive coordinator I want to play the Matt Ryan strengths. I want this guy right here,
Gary Kubiak.
Oh
no, I wasn't saying Matt Ryan straight. I was talking about the people that said trade Matt Ryan and the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
So I was saying, what offensive coordinator would they want that would fit that quarterback strength? Because if they're like I said, you can draft a quarterback and all that stuff if you want, but like I said, if your offensive coordinator's job doesn't pertain to bringing the best out that quarterback, it don't matter who you draft, first, second, third overall, hell, 165th pick, whatever. If the quarterback doesn't fit that system, you just basically just lost out on whatever.
Yeah. I mean that's
disagree.
True.
I just disagree with the notion that everybody think you can just bring in any type of player and just he's gonna perform well. Like I don't know how many scenarios that we've seen over and over again from years, from decades. You go back and look at Steve Young when he played for Tampa Bay. A lot of people forget about Tampa Bay, his Tampa Bay years. Man, he went to San Francisco and became a Hall of Fame quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't just because he looked good in college doesn't necessarily mean he's going to translate to the NFL game, and that goes for coaches as well. It's like just because Gary Kubiak, did well in not Denver, but Denver, but like these, it has to be the perfect marriage, man. It has to be the perfect marriage, and to be honest, I think that perfect marriage begins with the head coach, the head coach and the general manager. If their relationship isn't on par or eye to eye, doesn't matter which quarterback, how many picks we have, they gotta see eye to eye. And that's something when you go to the Chicago Bulls, the great Chicago Bulls, the Lakers teams, like they all had that great head coach general manager relationship to be able to to succeed. Like until we get that, I don't think it matters what head coach. That's why you haven't seen your boy Matt Mike really looking into looking at coaches right now, because I think it all begins with that head coach and that general manager, man. And more importantly for us, and that's the reason why I brought up Rich McKay, is Rich McKay really in the issue? Is Rich McKay really the issue? Is he the problem? We really got to look at that seriously. We really got to look at that hard, deep into that. If I can really say, okay, the Falcons have this issue. All right. Dan Quinn was fired. Mike Smith was fired. The only one that's left is Rich McKay. That's only right. The only two that's really left is Matt Ryan and Rich McKay. Matt Ryan is still putting up numbers, and Rich McKay, both of his guys got fired. So is it really, you know what I'm saying? Is it really him?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That is true, though. That is true. Now, I tell you what, I got a question for y'all, though, because y'all were talking about bringing somebody in, and we were talking about that whole aspect of coaches and quarterbacks and, having that perfect marriage. So Mario Robbins, he was saying that if we had a dual threat quarterback, it would change our team. Now, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about dual threat quarterbacks and if that's a direction we should go, because a lot of people calling for it.
Can I go real fast? It's gonna be real fast. Just real fast. I ain't got a lot, maybe 5 words. Okay, maybe 5 words.
Go ahead.
That's it. That's all I got to say.
I mean, man.
Quarterback.
Not all do it threat quarterback.
Is overrated, man. That's overrated. Dual threat quarterbacks are overrated. That's all I got to say about that. Is completely overrated.
I agree with that, Mike. I agree with it. I mean, it ain't only dual threat quarterbacks winning championships and stuff like that. So you ain't got to be dual threat to get a ring, man. So no.
What do you think, K-Style?
Like I said, it just comes back to what we keep saying. It's all on system. Like I said, you can have a dual threat quarterback. There's a lot of dual threat quarterbacks in the NFL now. Every last one of them ain't winning a Super Bowl. Because like I said, even like I said, we played Justin Herbert today. Justin Herbert, like I said, when you're talking about dual threat, are you talking about a dual threat quarterback that can run decently, or are you talking about the Lamar Jackson style where he runs a 4-2?
He reminds me of a lot of Matt Ryan. I apologize for interrupting, but he really reminds me a lot of Matt Ryan. When I saw him today, he looked so much like Matt Ryan, it was scaring me. He looked so much like Matt Ryan.
I'm about to say you ain't.
Nobody said anything.
I'm about to say you ain't hear the commentator. The commentator was talking about how Justin Herbert was working with Matt Ryan in the offseason.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear
that.
Yeah. He reminded me
the whole offseason. So yeah.
Wow. Now that makes sense. That makes so much sense now.
Yeah. Like I said, I listen to other stuff too now. I'm looking at other things. don't get it twisted. But like I said, when you talk about like going back to the question, when you talk about a dual threat quarterback, are we talking about a quarterback that can move, that it has escapability, or are we just talking about a straight 4.3 40, 4.29 40 quarterback that can run blazing speed? Because at the end of the day, it don't matter if you can run fast or not. If you can't hit all 9 routes completely, consistently, and on time, you're not going to be successful in this league no matter what. Because if we look at it right now, if you're just going off a straight mobile quarterback, let's see. You got Joe Burrow that just got hurt because he can run. Herbert, we just played, he can run. Lamar Jackson, he's not playing well right now. Josh Allen is playing pretty well right now. Let me see, that's one. Russell Wilson.
You're talking about the little bum in Chicago. The bum in Chicago. That bum in Chicago. He's a dual threat quarterback
too, but he ain't playing well. So right now, we only see one that's playing well right now with Josh Allen. Russell chooses not to run because, like I said, it's not conducive to his. He's trying to prolong his career.
Right. Kyler's kind of come back to earth a little bit.
Kyler ain't playing well right now because everybody done figured him out. Like I said, you have to win within the pocket. Like I said, you can run all day, but if you don't win within the pocket, like I said, that's where most of your protection is going to be at. Like I said, you might get blasted in the pocket sometimes, but you're going to get hurt more outside the pocket than you do inside.
Yeah.
I'm about to say a mobile quarterback is good. It looks good on paper. It looks good for tickets. But if that mobile quarterback cannot hit those 9 routes accurately and on time, like I said, you're basically playing with a guy that can run and stare down receivers, and you're not going to win championships with that.
Yeah. Let me ask this question. Has anybody heard of Sammy Ball? Just do a quick Google on who Sammy Ball is, okay? Everybody just do a quick Google about Sammy Ball. All right. I just want to know if anybody knows who that guy is. So the idea is that like mobile quarterbacks run the league. It's like mobile quarterbacks has always been a part of the game. That has never changed. Like having that ability to run that quarterback is just an extension of who you are as a player. You know what I'm saying? So like it still comes down to, can you throw the ball? And Sammy Ball was one. You know, he was a great quarterback first, dual threats. We're talking about he can run the ball well, and he can throw the ball. So like this is Steve Young. You look at Steve Young. Steve Young was a runner second, but he was a thrower first. So it's like I don't understand why. It's like even with Patrick Mahomes, he is a quarterback first. He's a quarterback first. So it's like the idea that, dual threat. No, it comes down to one thing, and this is what your boy K-Style just said. Can you make those throws? It's really that simple.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of mobile quarterbacks that can't hit them routes, bro. And like I said, if the only thing you can really hit is a go route and maybe a slant route, and you can't hit the other 7, oh boy, that's not a good look. You're gonna get your ass killed.
Keenan Harris said that this is a new era. Pure pocket QBs are not in.
I guess that's why
I kind of disagree in a
this
way.
man 43. This man 43 years old. I can run faster than him. That dude 43 years old. He's still in the league.
Like I said, I kind of disagree in a way, only because I'm gonna look at it from this standpoint. When we're talking about mobility, you really have that type of pocket presence. So that's why it doesn't look like the pocket quarterback doesn't work no more.
Thank you, Nick Turner. Thank you so much, Nick Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
look, guys, if we look back at past history, if we look at the Cam Newtons, the RG3s that were just dominating the league, the Colin Kaepernicks, even the Lamar Jacksons, over all these years, all these guys, they came out on fire, and everybody thought that they were going to be the new dominant quarterback, the new hybrid quarterback. RG3 got hurt multiple times. Cam Newton had an MVP season, did really well, got hurt. Colin Kaepernick fell back down to earth like an asteroid.
You forgot to name their favorite person in here, Mike Vick. what did he have to do besides be entertaining?
Hey,
I mean, they got your proof right there. We had one.
Yeah. We had the original.
Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham, they figured him out, and he had to take a break from football and come back.
Exactly. And he changed his game up.
Yeah.
He changed his game up completely.
They figured him out. So it's like,
they found out Michael Vick really couldn't throw all 9 routes. He could throw that bomb downfield. But what messed Michael Vick up was he tried to throw the out routes and the swing routes so damn hard, like all the high percentage throws he couldn't really hit like that. But you have to remember when he played in Atlanta, like I said, on average he was hitting like 52% of his throws.
Yep.
So, like I said, you got Sean Jones in here saying he'll trade him for a Charlie Brown. He'll trade Matt Ryan for a Charlie Brown blanket.
Come on, man.
Look. Because, like I said, I'm not gonna call. Like I said, everybody has their opinions on how Matt Ryan. Because, like I said, let's be honest. Everybody was ready to get rid of Matt Ryan after the 2012 season when they lost in the NFC Championship game. That's when they
didn't even give him that. As soon as they said Matt Ryan on the podium, they was ready to get him because, look, it wasn't Michael Vick, so they wouldn't even give the guy a chance.
Basically, anybody that was gonna come after Michael Vick, rather it have been a Cam Newton or Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco, or any quarterback that came after Michael Vick, they'd have got booed right off the damn stage. Let's just like I said, it's not the Matt Ryan protection. Like I said, that you have a lot of people here talking about we're protecting Matt Ryan. No, we're not protecting Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has games where he's played terrible.
Yeah. But
like I said, every quarterback has terrible games. It don't matter who. Like I said, like hold on, I'm gonna highlight this. I'm gonna highlight this guy. Oh, so I asked Red Money 41. Like I said, name a quarterback that's never had a terrible game. And then, like I said, just come back, just comment that, and we'll figure that out. Like I said, if you can name me one quarterback that's never had a terrible game in his whole career, then then like I said, we'll stop talking about it. But
yeah, I'll stop performing. I will stop. You will never see me on YouTube ever again if you can name one quarterback that has never had. We're talking about never had a terrible performance. Yeah. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah,
like quarterbacks have bad games.
Because we're talking about quarterbacks, like I said, we can say, yeah, like I said, when they look at quarterbacks, they're looking at Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, what is the consistent constant of those four teams? They've been in the same system for 10 plus years.
Exactly.
So it's not so much as calling Matt Ryan because we like him. Like I said, we understand that he could play better. But like I said, you got to come up with a solution. Like I said, if your offensive coordinator, if the system is not consistent with the quarterback that y'all want, like I said, y'all can get Trevor Lawrence in here tomorrow. But if he's running this dirt cutter offense and he's playing the same way Matt Ryan is, y'all gonna be ready to get rid of him after year one. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yep.
Well, I
definitely agree, man. I definitely agree with you.
I'll stop before somebody try to tell me to shut the hell up. So,
hey man, they don't like the fact that we're just telling the truth about running quarterbacks. It is what it is, man. When it all comes down to it, you can run all you want to, but this ain't Georgia Tech and this ain't Paul Johnson offense, okay? This ain't Army Navy, okay? You gotta throw it down, all right?
remind me of that shit.
Just case Styles of Georgia Tech, y'all.
God damn it, man. I was trying to get rid of them damn 1925 damn offenses we was running for damn
10 years in a row. Like I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. This is not that's not how it works. Okay, you gotta throw the ball. All right.
Somebody said Terry Bradshaw never had a bad game. I kind of beg to differ on that. There was games where he threw interceptions out the ass.
That man he said he threw like 4 interceptions. He said that himself. So like you can go back and see him.
He said if he didn't have the Steel Curve defense, he wouldn't even won a Super Bowl. He wouldn't even been in the Hall of Fame. So
he was almost not even the quarterback. Joe Gilliam was supposed to be the quarterback, but
yeah,
I digress.
He
wasn't even supposed to be the quarterback.
Yeah, as I said, Terry Bradshaw had a lot of terrible games too. But at the end of the day, that Steelers team was complete. They had a running game and a defense that you were scared to face.
Man. 4-9, guys. 4-9. 4-9.
4-9. Like I said, this regime just need, like I said before, this regime just need to get thrown in the garbage. That's all I gotta say. This is not.
It does, but it all comes down to it, man. The coaches just they got to do a better job of being responsible for the lack. Like we've been saying the exact same stuff over and over again, from the coaching staff, from the game plan. We've been seeing the same game plan since 2015, to be honest. Since 2015 on the defensive side of the ball, on the offensive side of the ball, we've been seeing the exact same stuff. So
yeah, the
reason why I brought that up, who really is at fault? If you're consistently doing the same stuff over and over, is it really the
dang? I never had it. Nathan said I never had a terrible game on Madden.
Nathan, stop it, bro. We've all had terrible games on Madden, bro. We've all had that one.
That's a goddamn lie.
That is a lie.
I had terrible games all the time.
You play on all man if you want to. Play on all man if you want.
Bro.
Play all man. You might well go ahead and just throw that control out the window.
Oh man. And I'm the Madden guy here, but I've had some games too.
Exactly. But the thing is, you gotta have them terrible games to get better.
I love them at the end, like hours after. I'd be like, huh. Okay, now that I got my butt whooped, now I can learn from this.
Man.
Hold on, wait a minute. You see Charles Coleman said Jalen Hurts. I'm about to say Jalen Hurts he ain't had enough games to be considered in the damn conversation.
Shout out Jalen Hurts, man. Shout out that boy Jalen Hurts going out there.
He doing his thing though.
He halfway built by Bama. That's what I say.
Man, look, y'all, y'all might need to start calling Coach Big Love Country Quantum Leap or the Time Traveler, because I put a post on my channel predicting that Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles were going to beat the Saints. So y'all make sure that y'all go check that out on my channel at Big Love Country Sport. But I predicted it. I called it from the jump, and it happened. So
hey, look,
I still love you.
Hey, look, Peter Vincent told Nathan dude was playing on rookie.
Thank you. He had been playing on rookie and on what is it? On arcade mode. There you go. You got different modes that you can play on different levels. So he had to be playing on rookie on arcade mode. He couldn't be on Madden and playing competitive.
Okay, yeah. Keenan Harris said, I'm not saying get a mobile quarterback like Lamar Jackson, but I'm saying we need to find someone like Deshaun Watson. That's kind of technically the same guy.
Trying to recreate. Why we always got to recreate quarterbacks like this possible?
Have y'all not seen him lately?
Right now, there.
Yeah, y'all seen him lately.
Yeah, broke in today. It was a rough way. It was a rough go for him today.
Hold on. I want you to read this kind. Rob Band said, I trade Matt Ryan for a Chick-fil-A sandwich on Sunday at the Dome. What the
shit? I'm hungry as hell. I'll trade that motherfucker.
All right.
Yeah, you mean I'm
all right, Rob.
Y'all crazy. Hey, yeah, like I said, y'all make sure y'all make these comments funny too, because goddamn, like I said, we want y'all to still be interactive in this thing. No matter what, like I said, everybody's opinion matters around here. You seen the beginning of the show where we disagreed on some things, but at the end,
that's what we do.
That's what we do, man. And we disagree.
We family, man.
Families disagree about stuff, and you know, you get a whole bunch of alpha males in the room. Y'all done been to the barbershop. Y'all been to the barbershop when Uncle Johnny saying that Michael Jordan, the best basketball player of all time, and then you got the other old cat over there talking about, no, Bill Russell is the best basketball player ever. They say, you know, Uncle Johnny stand up like, what? What you saying that to? You know better than that, Johnny.
I swear, everybody always want to label somebody great. Like, everybody a generational talent. Everybody's a great. Like, everybody gonna be great just because they're in college, playing well in college. Y'all want to label them Trevor Lawrence? He's already entered the Hall of Fame already, according to y'all.
We appreciate it, Keenan Hill. We appreciate that, man. It's all love at the end of the day.
Appreciate it, bro.
Bro, look, hold on. Mario, let me tell you something. I'm always on my shit. The reason why I'm always on my shit because I did not lie. I'm always on my shit. Dirt Cutter, if anybody can show me that during that game, all right, we're talking about the second half of the game where the running game was going well. This is specifically what I'm talking about. Why weren't we running the ball instead of running play action? Was anybody screaming, Dirk, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing, Dirk? Run the ball. Why are you running play action? That's just truth.
Sound like a broken record. Sound like a broken record on repeat.
No, we're talking about, yeah, I hear that. Yeah, it's a broken record with him. You know what I'm saying? Every game we saying this, and that's when I'm upset. It wasn't necessarily it wasn't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, what Lowe was saying. It's about it being a broken record. Every game we're saying the same thing about Dirk Cutter. Why aren't you running the ball? You're running play action. They know it. They're sitting on their routes. And that's why even a great quarterback like Matt Ryan is going to throw, 3 interceptions in the game, especially when the defense, like, we don't give a defense credit. They know what's coming, so they're going to sit on those routes just like they did today. They know coming. They know it's coming. So that's what my frustration is coming from a offensive coordinator. These defenses know it's coming. They know it's coming. And we got Dirk Cutter still calling it. So that's where my frustration is coming from. I'm tired of seeing the same stuff over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And it really is just that simple. Tired of seeing the same stuff over and over again, and we don't do anything about it. Besides, just we're gonna put it on Matt Ryan, man.
But man, definitely, like I said, at the end of the day, every quarterback had their fuck ups.
Oh yeah,
it is
exactly.
Like I said, if we're gonna charge one quarterback for their fuck up, we gotta charge them all.
Right.
Like, even win or loss. Like I said, at the end of the day, you have to make the plays that need to be made in crucial situations. Like you said, Coach, like you said, Tonell, like Juice say, like Mike say all the time. You got those 4 or 5 plays that need to be made in order to win the game. The Falcons did not make that today.
Exactly.
Offensively, mostly. Defensively, is a couple that could have been made, but like I said, those 4 or 5 plays are the difference between us being a 4-9 team now that we are, and being a 9-3 team.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's culture, bro. Like I said, the culture of the Atlanta Falcons is not good right now. It's
not good.
It's soft. Like we say, it's soft. Like I said, it doesn't predicate to basically taking advantage of opportunities when we need to. It's like once we get up, it's like, okay, I'm finna just sit back, I'm finna chill and do. But if you don't keep your foot on those folks' neck, this is exactly the result you're going to get.
Man, it's rough, man. It's rough. Man. I guess y'all the 2-point conversion?
Yeah, we go. I guess we go ahead and end it on a good some note, whatever we got. Yeah, 2-point conversion. Find the shootout, whatever the hell we won't call it. Damn it, we lost. So
just look, man. I'm gonna say this: the nightmare is almost over, y'all. The nightmare is almost over. You got 3 games to go through this BS, and it's all over. You can put your heart pressure pills down for the off season. You can relax. You can actually enjoy your Sunday and watch some other football teams actually play some football correctly, and watch somebody win a championship and enjoy your life and don't have to worry about these Falcons.
The Cowboys, though. Watch the Cowboys. I wouldn't. Don't watch them. I wouldn't watch the Cowboys. If you want to look at some real football, don't watch them.
But look, y'all, we appreciate y'all for watching each and every week. You got Tuesday, Atlanta Falcons heavy hitters. Wednesday, you got ATL and Sports Zone. And right after we get off, just stay right here on Mad Mike Sports and watch Miss McAtee and J-Rod. They should be over there now. And subscribe to my channel, man. The link is right here in the chat. I'm putting it down. Look, I'm at 377 subscribers right now. If all 123 of y'all go subscribe to my channel. I'll be well over 400, and I'm really one of the few Atlanta Falcons fans in Atlanta Falcons Nation, of course, and also one of the few Atlanta Falcons Madden players. So I represent y'all well, and come have your boy back. Hit that subscribe button and watch me rock on Madden. Low, pass it to you.
Hey man, just like your artist 404 said, look, it's been a rough season, y'all. We've experienced all kind of losses. I think as a Falcons fan myself, this has been the most frustrating season I've ever been through. And I think the only benefit in this particular situation is that I get a chance to go through it with other Falcons fans, and we definitely appreciate y'all checking us out every Sunday, checking us out on Tuesdays for the heavy hitter, and me and my homeboy Tonio on Wednesdays 8 o'clock ATL in Sports Zone. Y'all make sure that y'all check out my channel, Big Low Country Sports. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm from the country, so it's spelled Kuntry. Make sure you do a country boy a favor and subscribe to my channel. We talk about football, basketball. Look, if y'all want to, I'll talk about bowling with you because I do got a pretty good bowling handicap as well. So one of these days we'll get together and go roll that ball. One of these days.
Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to thump that.
I'm down with it. I'm down. I'm down with it.
I'm with the shit.
I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
Okay, so when I dust y'all off, we gonna take the picture. I bring my own ball and shoes.
Myself.
I bring my own ball and shoes, so we can.
Well, I ain't got that kind of game like that. I use whatever's at the alley.
But yeah, man, yeah, we'll definitely be getting together once all this COVID and everything is lifted. But I'm gonna put my link in the chat, so y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. That's Big Low Country, spelled with Kuntry, Big Low Country Sport. I'm gonna go ahead and cross it over to the right hand, that's over behind the back to Mad Mike. Tell me what you got, bro.
You got it.
That's it.
Glitch out on
That's it.
Hey, basically what he's saying is he's speechless. There ain't nothing more that can be said. Well, so I guess I'll go ahead and I'll take his bounce pass. I'm going to. But like I said, at the end of the day, we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Like I said, you make sure you follow your boy Just K Styles, all platforms, wherever you find me at. Hey, like I said, be on the lookout. I might do something tomorrow. I know a lot of people in here showed some love from the last time, so I might do it again. Y'all don't show me no love, I might just not do it no more. But at the end of the day. Like I said, we just having fun doing this. Like I said, we lost today. It is what it is. We lost it in another way. This should be going on the Guinness Book of World Records for most ways to lose a football game. But at the end of the day, like I said, we still on here. We talking to y'all. We venting in this thing because this is therapy for all of us right now. I know it's therapy for me. I'll tell you that much. Do you see these cans? This game made me go through these in the last 15 minutes. But that's all I gotta say. Like I said, just appreciate everybody just showing up tonight. Like I said, giving us the love that we give them too. That's it.
All right.
I just hope for the gone. I'm tired of seeing the same stuff over and over again.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, those 3 cans plus what's in here. So, I ain't saying nothing. Somebody said something. I had to say that. So.
It's rough.
And we out.
But we're gonna be here next week though. Y'all already know. We ain't stopping.
Oh, ain't nothing stopping.
Be here.
Hey, off season, we doing nothing but compilations of fuck ups and everything. So everything's going down. I appreciate you too, homie. Like I said, we got love for everybody. All right, people. We out here. Deuces. Oh yeah. Peace up. A-Town down, goddamn.